You would have thought they were taking down a violent gang leader, not somebody who makes music and appears in movies and has charmed America for decades.
For real, Lamont Hill, like, why do you keep doing that, dude? Why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep doing that? Like, you don't know about the 1999 club shooting. Like, you don't know about the Biggie Pac stuff. Like, you don't know about these things. Like the alleged death row shooting. Come on, bro. And then these charges alone have allegations of weapons. So why do you keep acting like they rolling up on Mr. Rogers? Stop it.
I've seen Puff have anger spazzes on producers, females.
Anger spaz.
Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Ike?
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video.
It's hard for me to imagine that had this been many other celebrities, particularly white celebrities, that their children would have been in handcuffs and they would have been forced to stare down the barrel of guns.
Had their parents been involved in other alleged shootings, would their parents have current gun charges or allegations of guns? Because that's the reason why they were there, Homeland style, was because of guns and weapons. I'm like, why does he keep leaving that part out? Lamont Hill, Lamont, whatever.
Guns and seeing armored tanks. It just seemed like a lot for a raid of a music producer.
Yeah, it did. If that's all he did was produce music.
You have to remember that Diddy has been in trouble on some weapons violations.
I'm like, my thing is, Lamont Hill's argument would make more sense if this was Prince we were talking about, but it's not. It's Diddy, it's Bad Boy, and all of that stuff that comes along with it that I know you know about. So quit doing that, because then when these instances really do require somebody to speak up, nobody's going to listen to it, because you're doing it in this instance where clearly it's not one of these, oh, it's being overly done because he's a black guy. No, there's guns, and this dude has a history of being around violent stuff.
In the past, he has security. These are vast compounds with multiple people at them. And so using this type of force was not inappropriate in any way, shape, or form.
A federal judge had determined there was evidence, significant evidence. Diddy was involved in sex trafficking, sexual assault, and soliciting and distributing illegal narcotics and firearms. And that's why the search warrants were signed.
This is a massive investigation. The idea that the feds have taken up this investigation in the first place indicates that it's remarkably serious.
Diddy's most egregious and fatal error strategically was not settling with Cassie behind closed doors. If he settles with Cassie behind closed doors, there's a good chance that none of this controversy is happening. There's a good chance that other people wouldn't have their own lawsuits pile on. There's a good
I don't know if we see this video that we saw today that CNN released. I don't know if we see that at all, if he had settled from the get-go.
Chance law enforcement wouldn't have had their radars activated by all the allegations of illegal activity. There's a chance that Diddy would just be living his normal billionaire life right now.
What more do I have to do, man? Look at my hat, man. Look at my hat. Look how I show up on the Amalfi Coast, B.
I see you.
She put so much information out into the streets that embarrassed you that you didn't want any more of it to come out. And because of that, Diddy looks more guilty than he did had he just settled behind closed doors from the beginning. Diddy's response to all of these lawsuits has been, they're coming after my money. Everybody's an extortionist. That's not entirely true. I mean, everybody connected to him in these lawsuits has made money off of him. they've expected payment from him. But because somebody pays your bills doesn't mean that they're entitled to do harm to you. It doesn't mean that they're entitled to exploit you or abuse you or otherwise mistreat you. So yes, people might want more money from you.
They're gonna ragdoll you in a hotel.